thing, but I did want to make this live stream, so okay, so everything happened so fast. Yesterday, I was at work, so that's why I didn't make a video. And I just wanted to talk about some stuff. I know a lot of people are saddened by what's happened, and a lot of people are happy by what's happened. And I know my hair's a big mess. I haven't done anything other than scrubbing my face. So, with what's happened, I see people being like, oh, it's actually the conservatives' fault. I don't have sympathy for anything that's going on and all that. And I have a lot of things I want to briefly address. I do have a busy day today, so I won't be chatting for too long. But to start off with, this one comment I said, or I didn't say I saw, it was, just because I'm unsympathetic doesn't mean I condone it. And I'm going to explain a little something. So, back when I was living with my parents, I was getting charged rent, but then the terminology shifted to a financial contribution, where instead of me paying money so I can live somewhere, it was me paying money because I was living somewhere. Slightly different things, but in all honesty, it's the same thing. I personally feel like if you're unsympathetic about the little kids who either won't remember their father, or they're asking why dad hasn't come home, or the wife who lost her husband, or the mother who lost her son, if you're unsympathetic to that, then you are condoning that. Like, who wouldn't have sadness for the fact that Charlie Kirk's family will only see him in heaven? What is a Sabbath day? That is not part of this discussion. It's basically any day of the week that is set to be rest. There's nothing that says it has to be a certain day. Anyways, when it comes to this, I just find that unsympathetic is in of itself a quiet condoning. You're not the ones out there who are making TikToks dancing to the fact that Charlie Kirk is dead, but you are certainly one who is going to stand by and allow more murders to take place. The fact that he's dead and his family won't see him again. And you're like, no, I don't care. So, this was a comment I saw, by the way. Now, on to the other thing. I saw someone saying that conservatives are the one who are normalizing political violence, and they brought up January 6th. And I think this is a really good discussion. This video was shared by someone online, one of my friends. His name is Jack, and he is more left-leaning than I am, which is okay. But he said that it was disgusting to see people say that. And I am just going to bring up some examples. I researched it a little bit this morning. In January 6th, while it was bad, the 5 people that died shouldn't have died. I'm going to point out that for the George Floyd riots, 25 people died. 5 times the amount over somebody who had so many drugs in his system. Like, more than what the tolerance should be, he had it. If you just look at the medical report. And if people were rioting and saying he was the hero to the point that 25 people lost their lives. So yes, January 6th was bad, but the George Floyd riots were far worse. And that's not accounting for the fact that President Trump has had multiple assassination attempts on him. And we have so many people being like, yes, let's go kill Trump. But it's just really interesting. And then I also see, in the wake of all this, a lot of liberals go on both sides with this. We have a lot of liberals who are saying this was bad. He shouldn't have died. He shouldn't have been killed for thinking differently. But then there is, from what I can tell, about equal parts of liberals who are celebrating it. And you can find numerous examples on Jack Clark's channel, which he was just shared on my channel. Like, I shared one of his videos. There's also Brad Palumbo, who isn't even conservative, and he talks about it. And there's Kali and Amala, so many people bringing in the examples of people being like, oh my gosh, Charlie Kirk is dead. And that's shocking from the party of love and tolerance. What kind of Christian are you? I am non-denominational. I choose to read scripture and all of scripture, not cherry picking it. Anyways, what I was saying was, there's one party that has been consistently more active in violence and celebrating it. So, for me to hear that conservatives are the one normalizing it, it's weird. Because people always bring up January 6th, but I just brought up multiple examples. And then there's also the killing of the 2 senators, which I saw a comment, did some research this morning, and actually wasn't really a conservative. It was someone who was picked by Tim Walz, a Tim Walz appointee. Keep in mind, Democratic stuff. So, that's really interesting. So, you shouldn't really be being like, yay, Charlie Kirk is dead. I'm so happy that 2 babies are not going to know their father. One of them's going to be asking whether or not dad will be home. So, then there are people who are like, oh, he didn't care much about school shootings, so I don't care that this has happened to him. Which is just as messed up. Because another person's action doesn't define your morals. You are responsible for your morals. And for those who are on the left and who don't think like this, thank you so much. But I would ask you to consider if the party that has consistently demonstrated more homicidal tendencies, if that's the party you want to align yourself with. Like, you can have liberal beliefs, but you also might want to consider, do you stand with the murders that happened? Because I know if my party did all of the things that I've seen the left has done, like rioting, killing so many people, even trying to kill an influential left-leaning speaker, I would leave. I wouldn't stay. I would be like, my beliefs are more important than the party that is killing. So, that's all I have to say. And as I said in the beginning, I do have quite a bit to do. So, if anybody has any questions, you can ask. I'm going to see if chat got disabled. I know sometimes it does. Da, da, da. Okay, chat isn't disabled because I just pulled it up. I know sometimes YouTube is like, yeah, we're disabling your chat. So I'll stay on for a minute or two more, then I got to get going. Well, thank you guys for watching this ramble. The reason why I'm doing live stream instead of making videos is because my phone is acting up with YouTube where I can't record my audio. Like if I were to use YouTube to record a video, it won't capture the audio for like the first 10 seconds of anything. So I'm here. And I got a lot to do, so I'll be headed out. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.